Hello again. In my first video, I talked about my epilepsy and how it began, the problems diagnosing it and the problems in accepting it. In this, my second video, I'd like to talk about the support network because I know a lot of people have problems accessing support or have unreliable support, and indeed I can identify with that. Can I first of all say that the medical staff I've been in contact with have generally been excellent. They really have. The system in the UK is that we have a GP, a general practitioner, who we go to. That's our first point of contact for all illnesses, for all conditions. He or she will then refer us to a specialist if we need a greater level of care or a greater level of expertise in diagnosis. My GP is excellent. I cannot fault him or any of the other GPs in the practice who I might see if he's not available. They have always been willing to listen, to assess, and to deal with any issues that arise, consulting the neurologist if necessary. The neurologist also has been excellent, always ready to listen, always paying attention to what I say and thinking about what I say in terms of trying to diagnose what's happening to me and decide which medication to give me. The system in the UK is then that the neurologist sends a letter to the GP detailing the meeting and saying which medication he suggests for me. The GP then writes a prescription for that medication, which I take to the pharmacy and get the medication. Usually the neurologist, well in fact always with my neurologist, he sends a copy of the letter to me so that I know that the GP will be ready to see me and assess me. If I have any problems with the medication, I then go back to the GP and they will advise me and contact the neurologist. Or I can, if it's really bad, contact the neurologist direct and he will advise. Now, on those two counts, yes, I have had excellent service and I really have no complaint whatsoever. But I have not been quite so happy with the service from the epilepsy nurse and the epilepsy field worker. While I've been under the neurologist, I've seen him every 6 months, and then between appointments, so again every 6 months, I see an epilepsy nurse. So let's say it's January, I see the neurologist, April I see the nurse, July I see the neurologist, and so on. Every 3 months there's an appointment. I may have got the months wrong there, but you know what I mean. I have found the epilepsy nurse less than sympathetic. It's always been my impression that she wants to show that she cares, but it's not necessarily sincere. And I know that with epilepsy, the patient can seem a little, how can I put it, needy, paranoid even, and I have felt that she thinks I'm a bind, a burden on her. So I've not been happy with that. And similarly, the epilepsy field worker, who is not based in the hospital, but rather is based in a charitable organisation, I felt that she just didn't quite do it. She cared, she thought, and she wanted to show that she cared. But really, she wasn't qualified to do her job. She gave me misinformation and was more interested in interfering. She really just wanted to prove that she cared, but she wasn't qualified to do the caring bit of it. So I no longer see her, it's just not worth it. The other place where I have found support is in a local organisation similar to the Citizens Advice Bureau. They have helped me access lots of information, support in terms of financial support, helping me to access, let's start that bit again. Making sure that I don't miss out on any financial support which I am entitled to as a disabled person with epilepsy in the UK. And I have found that organisation invaluable. I know the system in different countries may vary, particularly in the United States, but I think Australia is rather similar. I hope this information has been useful, and I look forward to any comments. I hope your experience of the support network has been at least as good as mine, and hopefully even better. And I look forward to any comments, and thank you for watching.